is correct.
Pencil us in.
A person, a penguin.
Bird, big bird.
A bird.
Big Bird is correct.
Every weekday.
Today at 12 on the CW59. Young Sheldon, weeknights at 11 on the CW59.
The holiday season can be a difficult time for those who are living with depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues.
Angela Brown with the National Desk explores how a therapist shortage is compounding issues.
A new survey found the majority of psychologists do not have openings for new patients, while the number of people coming in for anxiety disorders is going up, especially among teens 13 to 17. So many teens are struggling with depression, anxiety, overall mental health following COVID lockdowns. Our team in West Palm Beach sitting down with 3 students still coping this year.
If this pandemic had never happened, I think I would have stopped being so antisocial when I'm at school.
The CDC reporting in 2021, 37% of high school students reported experiencing poor mental health during the COVID-19 pandemic. But getting help is becoming more challenging, regardless of age, something this mom knows firsthand. Did you reach out to someone to talk to?
I did. I did, but I didn't get any service to call me back. It took for like 3 months for somebody to call back, actually.
The American Psychological Association says 60% of practitioners no longer have openings for new patients. 46% unable to meet the demand. Shortages coming at the same time the U.S. Preventative Task Force is recommending anxiety screenings for people ages 18 to 65 for the first time ever.
We found that screening for anxiety disorders actually helps us to identify individuals who are not showing recognized signs or symptoms and help us to identify them and connect them with care.
A problem that could grow deeper. Health Resources and Services Administration projects by 2030 a 20% decrease in the supply of adult psychiatrists. 72% of practitioners say they have longer wait lists now than before the pandemic, with more people calling for help. In Washington, D.C., I'm Angela Brown.
The Biden administration is now resisting calls from pediatric health groups to declare a national emergency because of what is being called the triple-demic. That's the flu, COVID, and RSV cases, which are said to be overwhelming the healthcare system. A national emergency declaration would give providers additional funding and more flexibility to deal with this crisis.
According to the CDC data, the hospitalization rate for children in the last 2 weeks was twice as high as any other flu season on record. The White House reports the strategy stockpile offers supplies like ventilators and personal protective equipment, but no state is requesting them yet. Federal health officials say they're on standby to help communities in need on a case-by-case basis.
A new study suggests that people of color could be negatively impacted by daylight saving time. Evidence suggests people of color are affected regardless of whether it's falling back or springing forward.
Disorders like sleep apnea are more prevalent in Black, Asian, and Latino communities. The shift in hours can be tough on their sleep schedule. Some medical groups are calling to adopt a permanent standard of time instead. In fact, the Senate unanimously passed the Sunshine Protection Act earlier this year, which would end daylight saving time. The bill still needs to pass the House and earn President Biden's signature before taking effect.
A new study disputes an old saying about drinking 8 glasses of water a day for good health. Researchers now say some people may need fewer than 4 glasses of water a day to stay healthy. Scientists reviewed more than 5,600 people from 26 countries who were up to 96 years old.
Men's and women's water needs differed by about half a liter or 2 glasses. Researchers say differences in age, climate, sex, as well as water in food and beverages means 8 glasses may not be necessary.
New research reveals some stress can boost your memory. Researchers from the University of Georgia analyzed the stress level of more than 1,000 people, and they found those who volunteered for this study who had low or medium stress levels saw more activity in the areas of the brain related to working memory.
That's the memory for everyday tasks like remembering directions or phone numbers. Even so, researchers say high levels of stress can negatively affect that working memory.
The 10-day forecast is sponsored by Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino.
It is currently 8:50. Let's check out your next 10 days, see what you can expect for your weather. Whoa, we're going to go back one notch there. And let's do that again. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. A very active computer day today. All right, let's take a look at for today. We're going to have some haziness, 61 degrees. Tonight's low 34. Our normal daytime high is 60, normal 42 for your overnight lows. And then tomorrow, we're looking at 54 degrees. That's the high for tomorrow. Much cooler air moving in, 33 overnight. Wednesday morning, you got a morning freeze warning, so be prepared for that. And 61 will be your high, 38 overnight. And then after that, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 80% chance of rain on Thursday. Great news there. It's 40% on Friday, same on Saturday, and rain 50% on Sunday. That is great news. We're looking at 4 days with a chance of rain, and your daytime highs will be in the mid-50s. Nighttime temps a combination of low 40s and mid to upper 30s. And then next Monday, mostly cloudy, 54, 53 on Tuesday, and 53 next Wednesday with mostly sunny skies. Nighttime temps mid to low 30s, so a little colder next week. And that's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Coming up, there it is, your evening planner. That's coming up next, so stay right there. It is currently 8:52. Well, Thanksgiving is over and the elves are coming out. Still ahead on Great Day, a look at the history behind Elf on the Shelf.
When you choose to continue to respect those you disagree with, you leave yourself open to find a middle ground to agree.
Puzzles are easy. Family, that's a real challenge. I think we're all going in the right direction. Then they twist the opposite way. I go out on my own, and then they come around again. It happens rarely, but every once in a while we all go where we're supposed to go. And everything clicks into place.
Young Sheldon, tonight at 11 on the CW59.
Feel more youthful, boost your confidence, and just feel better about yourself. Kalan Studio provides a natural technique of microblading to enhance your eyebrows and simplify your morning routine. And all of Kalan's luxury services are provided in a convenient and comfortable environment.
You know, visiting Kalan has been the best personal investment in enhancing my look and speeding up my morning routine.
Kalan Studio and Academy, building confidence, transforming lives.
Fixing garage doors is all I do here at Precision. It may look bad, but most garage doors can be repaired. Our main goal is to fix a garage door, not to tell you that you need a new garage door. Precision's here to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
This is the Curtis Legal Group's power of more. It means you'll get more attention, more service, and more money. Injured in a car wreck, call the Curtis Legal Group and get your power of more.
Call 1-800-LAW-3080.
Hi, Rob Santos here at A&M Flooring, where it's time to make your home new again. So come see our newly remodeled showroom to get ideas of different types of flooring throughout the store, like this waterproof flooring that looks just like hardwood, or this herringbone pattern matched together with wood planking, and several different patterns throughout the store to give you that softer look. We also have professional salespeople on staff who can help you put this all together to give your home a brand new look. It's all here at A&M Flooring, the name you've trusted since 1940.
It's currently 8:55. Checking in with your evening planner. See what's happening weather-wise as you're kind of wrapping up the day at 5 o'clock, 56 degrees, 6 o'clock, 53. Then moving into the 40s by 7, 47, 46 at 8, 45 by 9, 10 o'clock, 43 degrees. Kicking back, enjoying the 10 o'clock news. And that's a look at your delightful, kind of cool evening planner. Coming up, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be back, the one, the only, Justin Willis with your day planner.
In Great Britain, one cat's 9 lives go well beyond most human years. A brown and black cat named Flossie may be poor-sighted and deaf, but who wouldn't have some problems at the equivalent of 120 human years?
That's right, Flossie is 27. But at 26 years and 316 days, she earned the distinction of the world's oldest cat. Her owner adopted her from a cat welfare charity, and her playful nature didn't diminish with time. Her owner says she adapts to new environments well and loves to curl up with her favorite yellow blanket. We have one who made it to 20 and went on book tour with us.
Oh my!
Just a sweetie. Still miss her. Always miss all my pets.
Name the name. What was her name?
Coquette.
Coquette. Oh, cute name. Hey, from the pages of a children's book to a Christmas tradition, The Elf on the Shelf took the world by storm. It first made an appearance in the 2005 children's picture book called The Elf on the Shelf, A Christmas Tradition.
The book tells the story of small scout elves that keep an eye on family homes and tell Santa which children are naughty or nice. The elves pick a different hiding spot every day from Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve. 17 years later, it's evolved into a brand that branched out into a holiday game and even an animated special.
And really had families crazed.
Oh, yeah.
And probably still, I shouldn't use past tense. Still
Yeah.
a big deal.
That would be fun to put in odd places, like the bathroom and so on.
That would be funny. We'll be right back.
Our national forests belong to all of us. Now they need us to help replant them. Visit arborday.org. See how you can help.
I wish I could trade my car in online.
Well, you can.
You again?
That's right. It's an easy, simple process. Get a firm offer on your vehicle online at FresnoLexus.com.
All online?
That's right. And right now, you can go to FresnoLexus.com and get a firm offer on your vehicle from the comfort of your own home. People love the fact that they don't go through the typical dealership experience. Fill out the information at FresnoLexus.com and get your firm offer on your vehicle today.
As a first-time parent, especially a parent with a sick kid, it is so important to feel that you have a village behind you. Same Pediatrics, the minute that I call and I let them know my son is feeling sick, he's under the weather, I'm concerned, they make it a point to really fit me into their schedule. We appreciate Same Pediatrics for really looking after our family in that way. They are truly amazing and they make you feel like you're a part of the family.
Make your child's appointment today at Sang Pediatrics.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Santa. We got a problem.
Ho, ho, ho!
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
It puts the dough.
Colton is always eating donuts. He says to me it's brain food. I can't deny it because he's undefeated.
In donuts.
Attractive.
25 words or less.
Today at 12:30 on the CW59. You're watching Fox 26, your hometown news connection. And now, great day.
Good morning. I'm Kim Stevens.
And I'm Jim Della Vega. Thank you for joining us.
Justin Willis is here as well, and he's got to look to, well, a weekend that's got some changes.
Yeah, we got some changes. Quick question, though. Is it just me, or is it always the Monday after a holiday a hard Monday? Is it?
No, it's not just you.
Okay, all right. So we're all feeling a little hazy today.
Yep.
Okay, cool. By the way, that's what's in your forecast as well. So you like that extensive segue there? 10 a.m., you're looking at some 50s there, 53 at 10. A little sunshine out there, but that haziness is going to be lingering around as well. 58 at noon, 56 at 5. All right. Looking at your satellite picture here, we got some low pressure really starting to develop. Could impact us later this week, and kind of see things trending downward towards the Central Valley here, creating haze today. We could see some frost tomorrow. Could see freeze watch there on Wednesday and rain later this week. We'll talk all about that coming up. In the meantime, you're looking at hazy, cool, and dry weather for today. And your temperatures, well, in the North Valley, we're really in the low 60s all over the place here. Merced, North Valley, right at 60. Fresno area at 61. Hanford in the South Valley at 62. And your overnight lows can be a little chilly out there in the 30s across the Central Valley. All right, coming up next, well, we're going to get a look at the next 3 days and talk about some even colder overnight temperatures.
New this morning, the white teenage gunman who shot and killed 10 black shoppers and employees at a Buffalo supermarket back in May will spend the rest of his life behind bars. He pleaded guilty to murder and hate-motivated terrorism charges this morning, which carries an automatic life sentence with no parole. He also pleaded guilty to hurting 3 people who survived.
Now, the gunman illegally purchased an AR-15 style rifle that was used in the shooting. He said in documents posted online just before the attack that he picked the store because it was in a predominantly black neighborhood. In recent weeks, there have been deadly attacks at a Walmart in Virginia, at a gay club in Colorado, and at the University of Virginia.
Just days after that rampage in Buffalo, a gunman killed 19 children and 2 teenagers at a school in Uvalde, Texas. A Kings County Sheriff's Office, the office, is now investigating 2 drive-by shootings. Now, the first happened in Armona. Deputies say a man was shot near Grant Street and Hume Avenue Saturday night. He is recovering in the hospital.
Now, we're told that the shooter was last seen driving an older model Chevy Silverado.
In nearby Hanford, 3 people were shot in a drive-by shooting Saturday night.
Sheriff's deputies tell us that the 2 others who were shot are expected to recover. Now, if you know anything at all that could help the sheriff's investigation, call the tip line number on your screen. You can also reach out to the sheriff's office through their social media pages.
A man is now dead after an officer-involved shooting in Madera. Officers say they tried to calm down a man who had a gun who was acting erratically near Ellis and Merced Street Saturday night. Police tell us he refused to listen, which prompted an officer to shoot him.
We're told that officers tried to save him, but he died. No officers were hurt.
Police are now investigating a deadly stabbing in northwest Fresno. Police found a 60-year-old man, this man, unresponsive near Cornelia and Donner just after midnight on Friday. Officers say he was going through his recycling bin when he was stabbed multiple times.
No one is under arrest. If you know anything about the stabbing, you're asked to call the Fresno Police Department.
The Fresno Police Department is now clamping down on street racing. Officers tell us they received numerous calls of sideshows across Fresno on Saturday night.
Several people were cited for blocking roads, reckless driving, and speeding. 12 vehicles were impounded for 30 days.
Fresno police now need your help to find a wanted man. Now, police say this man is a known gang member with 2 active warrants for attempted murder.
He was recently released from jail in June and has not checked in with his parole officer. If you know where he could be, please reach out to the Fresno Police Department. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen.
A Fresno teenager is now behind bars accused of building a ghost gun. Now, police say they pulled over a 17-year-old driver for vehicle code violations Friday night near Kings Canyon and Woodrow Avenue. We're told the teen refused to cooperate, which then prompted officers to search the car.
Officers tell us they found a loaded gun in the glove box, which the teen admitted to building. He was arrested and taken to juvenile hall facing gun violation charges.
We're following breaking news out of Fresno. We'd like to give you a live look from Clovis Avenue and Shields. Fresno police say a Fresno County Sheriff's deputy and his K-9 partner were responding to a call and drove into an intersection with lights and sirens on.
Investigators say a car didn't see him and T-boned the SUV. The deputy and the K-9 officer are not hurt. The other driver was taken to a hospital in an ambulance for a complaint of pain.
A family in San Luis Obispo is shaken up after a mountain lion tried to attack their dog twice. twice. Natalie Davis says she was terrified when she first saw the large cat prowling through her backyard. She says the mountain lion jumped her 5-foot fence last Monday morning at 6. 5 days later, the big cat came back a second time.
Her young family and their dog live in her husband's childhood home. Her husband says he's never seen a mountain lion in the last 42 years that he's lived there. Now they're always on alert in their backyard.
I even just asked my husband, okay, it's 4 o'clock. Can I sit with my back to the fence right now? Like, we're on high alert constantly. My little one, he's out here all the time, like all the time. He has his little tractors and this is his zone, and his zone has totally been like taken from him.
Now, if you encounter a mountain lion, there are 3 things you should do, according to the National Park Service. 1 is stay calm. Hold your ground or back away slowly, but turn your back on the lion.
Do not run or approach the animal, which could then trigger the lion's instinct to chase you. But stand up tall. Don't crouch down or bend over. Biologists say mountain lions do not recognize standing humans as prey. Now, if you see a mountain lion in your area, you can report it to the Department of Fish and Wildlife. And there's the link you see on your screen. It is the 9th annual Fox 26 and Les Schwab Tires Toy Drive. We're teaming up to help make this holiday season one to remember for Valley kids in need.
Alexis Govea is live at the Les Schwab Tires in Clovis right now with more details on the toy drive. Good morning, Alexis.
Good morning, and it is that time of the year. Of course, the Christmas decorations are here. We have the lovely Christmas tree and Santa. We love to see it, right, Josh?
Yes, we do. Absolutely. It's that time of year again.
Yes.
We're here for our Les Schwab Fox 26 Toy Drive. It's that time again to help out the kids and families that need some extra help during the season. So we're here to collect as many toys as we can. Here in a couple weeks, we're going to do a big parade, get all the toys together, and pass them on. They're all going to go to the Poverello House, which is a local group that helps the families here in town that need some extra help.
Number that you're aiming for this year?
Not really a specific number, no. There's just a lot of kids and a lot of families. Hundreds of families and thousands of kids that need some extra help. Those are families that might not have a job that can help pay for the things during Christmas, that might need some extra food or something else. So we're here to help out with the holiday spirit and get some toys for those families.
And talk to us about the locations where people can drop off the toys.
Yeah, any Les Schwab. There's tons of different places you can drop them off, but any Les Schwab, we're happy to take them. We've got roughly about 8 or 9 different stores in the local area, and then lots of stores in the outlying areas as well. And you can bring in toys. If for some reason a toy doesn't work, we can also take donations, cash donations. You can call over the phone. You could even put it on your Les Schwab account if you wanted. We can take donations of any kind.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like the community to know about before coming and dropping off a toy?
Just really, it's that time of year to help. Like I said, there's a lot of families out there that need some help, a lot of kids that would love to be able to get an extra toy this year. So if we can get more toys, the better for those families.
Thank you so much, Josh, for all of that information. Zach, the CEO from the Poverello House, is joining us in this hour as well in a couple of minutes, so stay tuned all morning long here. We're going to toss things back to the studio for now.
All right, we look forward to it. Thank you. It is 9:09 and a new senior center in Central Fresno is gearing up for its grand opening.
Coming up, we'll explore the services it will offer to people living in the area.
Health and the holidays. I'm Angela Brown in Washington, D.C. The demand and the surge for therapists, but the problem facing patients calling for help.
The Skyfox 26 drone is sponsored by Kauai Health Medical Center.
As we go to break, take a look at this beautiful view from high above the Kings River, brought to you by the Skyfox 26 drone cam.
You're watching Fox 26. Great Day will continue in a moment.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
I got hurt in a car accident, but I don't want to spend all day dealing with the lawyer.
It only takes a few minutes. It's easier than you think to hire the Law Brothers.
We can evaluate your case in as little as 5 minutes.
And that free 5-minute call could mean the difference of thousands of dollars for you.
The first call to the Law Brothers took only 5 minutes, and in the end, they settled my case for $215,000.
It only takes 5 minutes. Why wouldn't you call?
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 559-9000000 or visit lawbrothers.com.
Slot bells ring. Are you listening? On the floor, lights are glistening. A beautiful sight. A hot seat tonight. Winning in a winter wonderland. It's Tachi Palace Hot Seats every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Just use your Premier Club card on your favorite slot game and you could win up to $5,000 in cash. Winter Wonderland Hot Seats only at the Tachi Palace Casino Resort in Lemoore.
Loud garage doors, they usually sound like pop, 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 clang, clang.
It's horrible. But once Precision visits a noisy garage door, the difference is night and day.
Precision uses quality parts to get your garage door going.
Usually customers don't know that their garage doors are loud until we get there and we fix it, and then they're like, wow, this is so much quieter than it used to be.
Well, the jaw hits the floor. They wonder what took them so long to give us a call.
I'm not an actor. I'm the garage door whisperer.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Start your better life with a new implanted supported smile from Dr. Ryan Dunlop.
You don't mind smiling. People notice that. You know, it makes you feel better to smile at people and let people know that, hey, here's a caring soul.
Call today to book your consultation.
Catch some breaking news or have some fun video that you want to share? Just chime in. Upload a photo or video using the Fox 26 app or log on to kmph.com and hit submit. It's fast and easy. Join the conversation and chime in.
Last man standing.
Tonight at 6:30 on the CW59.
A car club in Merced is hosting a toy drive this weekend. It's on Saturday at West Coast Tire and Auto Center on 16th and Q Street from noon to 4 in the afternoon. There'll be music, hot drinks, sweets, and you can even take a picture with Santa. You can also get a raffle ticket for each toy donation. All toys go to Approachable Foster Care.
A new senior center is celebrating its grand opening in central Fresno. It's at the Link Housing Development on Blackstone and McKinley near Fresno City College. City leaders will be hosting a ribbon cutting at 12:30 this afternoon. The center will hand out hot meals and offer computer literacy courses. A new healthcare clinic is also under development in that same area.
Hey, do you have an event you'd like to promote? Or maybe you're just looking for something fun to do on your weekends. Either way, check out the Fox 26 community calendar on kmph.com. You can submit your events for everybody to see, but please do so at least 3 weeks in advance. Go right there, lickety-split, scan your QR code on your screen using your mobile device. The Fox 26 community calendar on kmph.com.
Well, we are already looking ahead to Wednesday, and that's because we have a freeze watch already in effect for Wednesday morning. Look at this. This is the coverage area here. It's really for the entire central San Joaquin Valley. Not quite for Fresno. Temperatures will be in the 30s, but maybe mid to upper 30s. Everybody else, especially the outlying areas, could see some sub-freezing temperatures. So a little more details on this. 28 to 32 degrees really is what we're kind of looking at for the overnight lows there. 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. is when we'll see the worst of it there. So just a reminder, bring in your pets, cover your plants, and your outdoor plumbing as well. You don't like to avoid any disasters, right? Okay, so the high today in Fresno, you're looking at 61. Normally, we're at 60, so right about where we should be. Record was 76, set back in 1891. Overnight low tonight will be 34. We're looking at a sunset at 4:43 tonight, and get your cameras out and be ready for a pretty one, if you know what I mean. And send those pictures our way. We love to see those sunset pictures y'all send us. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at your weekend forecast. There is rain in it. Not just the local weekend, the getaway forecast. I'll explain coming up.
Well, the holiday season can be a difficult time for those who are living with depression, anxiety, or other mental health issues.
Angela Brown with the National Desk explores how a shortage in therapists is making this situation even harder.
A new survey found the majority of psychologists do not have openings for new patients, while the number of people coming in for anxiety disorders is going up, especially among teens 13 to 17. So many teens are struggling with depression, anxiety, overall mental health following COVID lockdowns. Our team in West Palm Beach sitting down with 3 students still coping this year.
If this pandemic had never happened, I think I would have stopped being so antisocial when I'm at school.
The CDC reporting in 2021, 37% of high school students reported experiencing poor mental health during the COVID-19 pandemic. But getting help is becoming more challenging, regardless of age, something this mom knows firsthand.
Did you reach out to someone to talk to? I did. I did, but I didn't get any service to call me back. It took for like 3 months for somebody to call back, actually.
The American Psychological Association says 60% of practitioners no longer have openings for new patients. 46% unable to meet the demand. Shortages coming at the same time the U.S. Preventative Task Force is recommending anxiety screenings for people ages 18 to 65 for the first time ever.
We found that screening for anxiety disorders actually helps us to identify individuals who are not showing recognized signs or symptoms and help us to identify them and connect them with care.
A problem that could grow deeper. Health Resources and Services Administration projects by 2030 a 20% decrease in the supply of adult psychiatrists. 72% of practitioners say they have longer wait lists now than before the pandemic, with more people calling for help. In Washington, D.C., I'm Angela Brown.
If you like more of Angela Brown's stories, tune in to the National Desk weeknights from 7 to 8 over on our sister station, CW59. It is 9:17. The rush is on to pass bills before the new Congress takes over, but Republicans have other ideas. Coming up a great day, we'll examine who the GOP wants to hold accountable for a number of probes.
Local author Bonnie Hearn-Hill is here with a list chock full of great reads for the holidays.
Your body needs energy to grow. Always start the day off with a healthy breakfast and make sure to eat lots of fruits and vegetables.
Say hello to Sarah Hyland. Congrats on your wedding. Is it true that you threatened your husband if he didn't cry at your wedding?
Yes. If I don't see you crying when I walk down the aisle, I'm turning around.
Plus comedian Natasha Leggero. Sarah just got married. Any advice for her?
I just feel like before I had a kid, everything was great.
And new meals with Thanksgiving leftovers. Yeah!
Tonight at 5 on the CW59.
Hi, William Devane here. It's the Medicare annual enrollment period, and this year it's simple. 1, before the deadline, call the number at the bottom of your screen. 2, check your zip code for a Medicare Advantage plan with $0 premiums, prescriptions, dental care, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. 3, you'll find out what you're eligible for. The annual enrollment period has a deadline, so don't delay, call now.
I called to find a plan that covers more of my dental expenses.
I call every year to make sure my doctor is still in my plan.
I called to see if my zip code has a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I call every year.
Call to find out the changes to your plan and see if you're eligible for anything new. The annual enrollment period has a deadline, so don't delay, call now.
Call 1-800-953-8055. That's 1-800-953-8055 now.
I got hurt in a car accident, but hiring a lawyer sounds like such a hassle.
It's actually not. It's easier than you think to hire the Law Brothers.
We can evaluate your case in as little as 5 minutes. And that free 5-minute call could mean the difference of thousands of dollars for you.
The Law Brothers started working for me after just a 5-minute call, and they settled my case for over $350,000.
A 5-minute phone call? Now that's easy.
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 559-9-MILLION or visit lawbrothers.com.
People are surprised because most garage doors can be repaired.
Here at Precision, we can fix any make, any model, almost always the same day.
They always ask us how long it's going to take. Usually really happy when we tell them a couple hours.
We have the Central Valley covered to make your same-day need our same-day service.
Here at Precision, we get you running in no time.
I'm not an actor.
No.
No, I'm not an actor.
All right, no, definitely not an actor.
I can be if you would like me to.
I consider ourselves like garage door heroes.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
The Getaway Forecast is sponsored by Table Mountain Casino Resort, just a short drive away.
Well, if you got plans in town this weekend, you might need an umbrella for it because we got rain this weekend. Look at this. Friday, Saturday, it's a 40% chance of rain, 50% chance of rain on Sunday, and temperatures in the mid-50s all weekend long. 54 Friday, 56 Saturday, 53 on Sunday. So keep your umbrellas handy. And if you're heading to Southern California, maybe going to Long Beach, you might need an umbrella there as well. They've got a slight chance of rain all weekend long. Friday, it'll be 62 degrees, Saturday 64, Sunday 62 degrees. So yeah, maybe just pack that umbrella if you're heading to Long Beach for a little weekend getaway. Up next, we're going to get a look at your highs and lows all across the Central Valley, and we'll find out just how cool it's going to be where you live.
Great Days local author Bonnie Hearn-Hill joined us now for another installment of Great Days Book Club. Bonnie, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you ready for the holiday season?
Well, I'm wearing green, and so are you.
I know.
How did we do that?
I don't know. So I'm guessing then is this grouping of books holiday related that you've chosen today?
They're all new books. I always try to do new books, and two of them especially would be just amazing, amazing gift books.
Oh, fantastic. All right, so what we're going to do is go through this list, all right?
All right.
The first one is called Gavin Gone.
Yes, by Rita Gladding. And Gavin was a very much loved school administrator. You know this story, yes, and science teacher and husband and father and son. And while training for a marathon, he was killed by a hit-and-run driver. This book is by his mother, Rita Gladding, and not only is it a beautiful look inside who Gavin was, it is a call to action by a woman who is actively working to change the law so that families like hers receive justice.
Yeah, called Gavin's Law.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
about
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
she's an amazing woman, amazing.
Wow, the strength.
Yes.
Whew, okay, gonna get me crying.
Yeah, me too.
Miracle Creek.
Miracle Creek is probably, now you know I read a lot of suspense novels. This is probably the best one I have read all year. And it's about the head of a Korean family who has a pressurized oxygen chamber where people in the community can come, that it's reputed to cure everything from infertility to, quote, autism. And one day somebody leaves a burning cigarette. The chamber blows up. 2 people are killed. This is called it won the Edgar for Best Novel. It's actually a first novel, Best First Novel by Angie Kim. It is a courtroom drama, but it's really about the characters. The author was trained at Stanford and Harvard Law School, so she knows the inside of a courtroom, but you don't even care about that. It's not heavy on that. You're inside the heads of all these characters, any one of whom could have had the motive to blow up this machine.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay. Now, I'm guessing on the pronunciation. Is it Kit Kit Dizzy?
Kit Kid Dizzy.
Kit Kid Dizzy.
You are so impressive. Do you know what Kit Kid Dizzy is?
No.
It's a bush that some people like the smell of, and so some people don't. This is a memoir by Anne and John Brantingham. And the Brantinghams who live in New York now changed and touched a lot of lives, not only here in the Valley, but in Southern California, where John taught for many years as a professor, and started one of the best writing conferences in the country, and was poet laureate of Sequoia Kings National Park, where this is set. His wife is an artist. The art is just elegant, and the little essays are, if you love the national parks, this is a really personal yet really universal book. I love the Brantinghams. I love their work separately. This might be my favorite, and yes, it's a perfect gift book. In fact, I hope my husband and best friends aren't watching right now, because everyone's going to get a copy of this come December. You might even get a copy.
They're watching.
You know they're watching.
I know.
You know they are. You know he is.
And they're excited. And yes, hi, John. Okay, so what about Gracie and the Radar Girls?
This book was a surprise to me. It is, first of all, look at that cover. Don't you love it? It's by Karen J. Moore, and Lynn Meredith did the illustrations. That is so World War II.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know about this women air raid defense in the Hawaiian Islands. And it was a really complex thing these women did so that they could spot aircraft and track aircraft over the islands. The book is full of this kind of wonderful art. It's an amazing story. It's for young adults. I learned a whole bunch. Kids might too, but I sure did. I did not know Gracie was a real woman. I did not know that she lived in Fresno. She was an amazing woman, and wow. This is some books are the art's better than the writing, and some the writing's better than the art. This is both just magnificent. This is a great gift book.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Yes.
Okay, and then finally, Art is Life.
Art is Life is a series of essays, actually columns, by Jerry Saltz, who started writing in his late 30s and won the Pulitzer Prize, which backs up what I always say about there is no age limit for writers. And it's a series, you can read them straight through. They're great essays if you love art, or you can jump around. I went straight to an amazing article about Andy Warhol's earliest work, and I learned a bunch of things I didn't know.
Isn't it fun to just keep learning? And
Yes.
how do we do that? By
Reading, absolutely reading, and,
Yeah.
and gifts, books make great gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you love to get some of these for the holidays? You might too.
I do.
Who knows?
I do. I love to read. Thank you very much, Bonnie.
Oh, it's
Greatly
great being
appreciate
here.
it. Thank you. You are watching Great Day here on Fox 26, all local, all morning.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
I'm always trying to up my holiday game and buy gifts that are outside the box. Now, we all know about the classic matching Christmas pajamas, but I have a creative twist for you. What about matching cozy socks? Imagine how cute your pictures will be. This is the Cozy Couple gift set from Poodoo's, and these socks are not only comfortable, warm, and soft, they are affordable because they come with 2 sets in a box, making them a great holiday gift for everyone on your list. And super cute. I mean, come on. The Poodoo socks are lined with faux fur Sherpa and have anti-slip grippers, so you're not slipping and sliding around on whatever flooring you have in your home. Or if you're like me and you run on cold and your feet are always cold all the time, these have got your back. I mean, your feet. I also love that they come in a bunch of fun patterns so everyone can have a pair that they like. Plus, they're a one-size-fits-all, so you don't have to guess the sizes of your loved ones when you're doing your shopping. Right now, we're offering an exclusive 30% off the Poodoo's Cozy Couple gift set. Head to asadeals.com and share the gift of warmth this holiday season. You have a twin, a bestie, get them matching socks, and you'll be so cool this season.
Being creative is another way to express yourself and connect with others. Drawing can be a fun way to express that creativity.
Ever since that driver hit my minivan, I haven't been able to just relax until I found the injury attorneys at BD&J.
The personal injury attorneys at BD&J have recovered over $1 billion for their clients. Make the call to BD&J today.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
I wish I could trade my car in online.
Well, you can.
You again?
That's right. It's an easy, simple process. Get a firm offer on your vehicle online at FresnoLexus.com.
All online?
That's right. And right now, you can go to FresnoLexus.com and get a firm offer on your vehicle from the comfort of your own home. People love the fact that they don't go through the typical dealership experience. Fill out the information at FresnoLexus.com and get your firm offer on your vehicle today.
When I was broadsided by that truck, I didn't know where to turn. Thankfully, I found the injury attorneys at BD&J.
The personal injury attorneys at BD&J have recovered over $1 billion for their clients. Make the call to BD&J today.
Lawmakers are now returning to Washington this week in what is known as the lame duck session of Congress. The Democratic-led House will work to pass what it can while they're still in the majority.
As national correspondent Christine Frizzell reports, Republicans' agenda is going to look a lot different in January.
The inability to secure the southern border appears to be issue number one for Republicans, vowing to hold the man in charge of it all responsible.
Mayorkas has got to go, so we're going to start the process of investigating him. We're going to investigate every decision he's made.
It's becoming clear Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is at the top of Republicans' list when it comes to those they want to, quote, hold accountable.
If Secretary Mayorkas does not resign, House Republicans will investigate every order, every action, and every failure.
Republican lawmakers on Sunday laying out a long list, between 40 and 50 things, says Congressman James Comer.
The past 2 years, the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee haven't investigated anything in this administration. They've investigated the Washington Commanders football team. We've had several hearings on social issues that the Oversight Committee has absolutely nothing to do with, issues like abortion.
Other top investigations include probes into Hunter Biden's foreign business dealings, as well as the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan.
The way it was done was such a disaster and such a disgrace to our veterans that served in Afghanistan. They deserve answers to the many questions we have. Why wasn't there a plan to evacuate? How did it go so wrong?
Congressman Mike McCall also made clear there will be more transparency when it comes to money given to Ukraine, saying while he supports continued aid to the country, there will no longer be a, quote, blank check. One other topic we'll be keeping an eye on once Republicans are in charge is investigating the origins of COVID-19. While some have called it a cover-up, Dr. Anthony Fauci, who just retired from his role as chief White House medical advisor, agrees China should be more transparent, but worries about the politicization of the virus.
We need to have an open dialogue with their scientists and our scientists. Keep the politics out of it.
Politics, though, front and center for now as Republicans work to change the debate on Capitol Hill. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
Governor Newsom now says he will not challenge President Biden for a 2024 White House bid. Politico reports Governor Newsom told the president and his allies that he is all in for President Biden's reelection. Governor Newsom's election results were stronger than expected here in California as Republicans grapple with mediocre midterm results blamed on former President Trump and a potential White House bid by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Newsom made a point of standing in contrast to DeSantis by opposing what he characterizes as bans on books and abortions.
Okay, it's 9:33, and here's a look at your highs and lows for today. We'll start you off in Mariposa with a 53 for the afternoon high there. Oakhurst is at 57. Shaver Lake down to 41 today. 60s for Merced and Madera. Los Banos and Clovis are at 63, and Fireball is at 62. Got your overnight lows in the 30s, except for Oakhurst and Shaver Lake, getting down in the 20s there tonight. Dinuba's at 60. Kingsburg, Visalia, Woodlake, all at 61. Tulare and Hanford are at 62. Kalinga, 63. And Porterville at 61. Overnight lows in the 30s all across the South Valley. Up next, we'll take a look at your air quality and allergy report for your Monday. In the meantime, we would love to see your photos and videos of breaking news, your favorite local spots, and so much more. You can find the Fox 26 Fresno app in the App Store and on Google Play. Just hit Explore and then chime in to send us your content.
The Post Office is now announcing its holiday season shipping deadlines. The Post Office reports items should be sent as soon as possible, so they make it by Christmas Eve. The retail ground service deadline is December 17th. The deadline for Priority Mail service is December 19th. Priority Mail Express is December 22nd. And more deadline information can be found on the post office website. A new study reveals holding off on cashing in Social Security checks in early retirement could help you save big. Boston University economists and the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta report only 6% of the U.S. workforce waits until the maximum age of 70 to claim Social Security benefits. That means the typical employee may forego $182,000. Those who claim at the age of 62 face a 25% drop in monthly checks. Waiting until the age of 70 grants a 32% added benefit to all monthly checks. Half of all people in the U.S. claim Social Security benefits before full retirement age. New changes to the iPhone 14 could add protections for cybersecurity threats. A report details how cybersecurity safety is a selling point for upgrades to the iPhone 14. Updates include getting rid of physical SIM cards, which is a removable chip that contains data about you, lockdown mode, which will help block malware attachments, and the new emergency SOS allows users to connect to satellite when they need help. The Consumer Product Safety Commission is now recalling thousands of sippy cups over lead poisoning concerns. It impacts about 10,000 cups and bottles made by Green Sprouts. These include the 8-ounce stainless steel straw bottles, the 6-ounce stainless steel sippy cup, and the 6-ounce stainless steel sip and straw cup. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the cup's base can break off, exposing a piece that contains lead. There are 7 reports so far. No one is hurt. If you own any of these recalled products, toss them out. Green Sprout says it will issue a full refund to those who bought those cups. 9:37 coming up on Great Day. Rosie Ballard from Fit Warriors joins us live from Visalia with some home workout tips.
If you own a house and you haven't had a spring break, it will happen.
Most common repair we find is probably broken springs.
Every day, all day, we repair springs.
Open the garage for mommy.
You'll hear a lot of things like, oh, I hit the button, the door won't open. Usually we know that's a spring break.
As soon as you walk into the garage, you can see the springs broken in half.
Precision is here to help.
Our trucks are like a warehouse on wheels.
We carry springs at all times in all different sizes, so we're usually prepared to handle any situation.
We can fix a broken spring the same day and get you on your way.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hi, William Devane here. This is important. It's the Medicare annual enrollment period, so you can call to find out if your Medicare Advantage plan will change coverage and benefits for all of next year. Fact is, your prescription and dental benefits, your co-pays, and your doctor network can be different than your current coverage. Call to find out the changes to your current plan and if you're eligible for a plan with extra benefits, including the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. The annual enrollment period has a deadline, so don't delay, call now.
I call every year to see if my dental benefits change, make sure my copays won't go up, and that my doctor is still covered.
I call to see if my zip code has a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I call to find a plan with lower copays and more dental coverage.
I call to make sure my doctors are still in my plan.
It's so easy. 1, before the deadline, call the number at the bottom of your screen to find out if your co-pays are going up and if your doctor is still in your plan. 2, check if your zip code has a plan with lower co-pays, more dental care, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. 3, you'll find out the changes to your plan and if you're eligible for anything new. The annual enrollment period has a deadline, so don't delay, call now.
I call to see if I'm eligible for a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I call to find a plan with lower copays and more dental coverage.
I call every year to make sure my doctor is still in my plan.
I call to get everything I deserved. They helped me so much.
Call to find out the changes to your plan and see if you're eligible for anything new. The annual enrollment period has a deadline, so don't delay, call now.
Call 1-800-794-1743 now. Again, call 1-800-794-1743 now.
Last man standing is rounding up the posse.
My wife wants us to go. We're going.
It's the same time as the game.
We're not going.
Last man standing.
All right, right, it's 9:40 on the dot there. Here's your air quality report for your Monday. Moderate for Merced, Madera, Kings, Tulare counties, and Sequoia National Park. Fresno County looking at unhealthy for sensitive groups. No changes to the allergy report from last week to this week. Pollen and mold are both low. Top allergens, elm and juniper. All right, coming up next, we'll take a look at your 10-day forecast. We got a freeze watch and some rain to talk about in this one. Hey, get the latest local news that impacts you right into your inbox for free. Sign up for the Fox 26 newsletter now by going to kmph.com/sign up.
It is important to remember that staying active is crucial for our overall health, which is why every week we ask health and wellness coach Rosie Ballard from Fit Warriors in Visalia to give us some tips on how we can stay active at home. Rosie, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. This is Rosie, your health coach, and my goal is to inspire all of you to keep moving. We have 5 weeks left. That's it for the end of the year. So I want to make sure that you stay inspired and keep yourself moving and keep your goals that you set at the top of the year. So today we're going to do a great little workout. I'm going to be using 5-pound dumbbells. If you have weights at home, grab your weights. If not, you can grab some water bottles. It's not too heavy. You want to start off light to medium. And we're going to do what's called compound workout. Compounds means you're working more than 2 muscles at one time. So I'm going to start off right here with a bicep curl, elbows in all the way up to my shoulders, down to my thighs, but I'm going to add a little squat to this at the same time. So it's not only great for our body, but it's great for your brain because you got to be thinking a little bit here. You're going to only do 10 repetitions right here and take a little break. The next thing that what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my feet right under my hip bones. I'm going to go into a deadlift, hinge forward to my knees, and then come up into an upright row. Hinge forward, upright row. Again, you're doing 10 repetitions. Make sure that when you're coming down, you're looking about 2 to 3 feet in front of you and coming straight up. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do back rows. So I'm going to take one foot back into a lunge. My chest is lifted, my abs are in, and my knee is going to come straight down. So I'm going to stay here and I'm going to go ahead and do a tricep kickback. That's what I'm doing right here. You got 10 repetitions, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. It's a lunge with a tricep kickback. So make sure you're isolating so you can really get the back of your arms. And now I'm going to do what's called a row. So I'm going to hinge forward, squeeze my shoulder blades, and repeat. I'm going to do this again and repeat. Again, you have 10 repetitions. I'm going to go ahead and repeat this exercise. We got a total of 4 moves. And remember, it's only 10 repetitions. My feet just right under my hip bones and come into a bicep curl. I hope you guys at home are moving with me. Again, it's 10 repetitions. Take your breaks as needed. Make sure you're counting. Take a little break in between, of course. And I'm going to come into a deadlift. And elbows high and wide, right there, working your shoulders, getting those arms nice and toned, and burning some major calories. Remember, when we hit weights, we're going to get leaner and stronger. The next thing that you're going to do is going to come into a lunge. Always make sure that that lunge is straight down and not forward. So I'm into a lunge, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a tricep kickback, so you're going to be isolating. If this is too much, stay up here and just do that. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, kick it back, tricep kickbacks, and then the last move that you're going to do is a row. Right here, it's a single row. Keep your elbows nice and wide so you can work the back muscles, metabolic muscles, back muscles, squeezing your shoulder blades, and repeat. One more thing I'm going to add is one of my favorite exercise. This is called a halo. Imagine you're taking your jacket off and putting it back on. There is no movement under your armpits. Your abs are in. This is a great exercise for your shoulders. Also for the range of motion of your shoulders, because as we get older, we use it or we lose it. You have a total of 10 repetitions each exercise, and you have today 5 rounds. So if you put it all together, you should have about a 25 to 30-minute workout with your little breaks. Make sure you drink also water in between, and just make sure you rest. Start off from somewhere, guys. And remember, it is never too late to start. You can start right now, today. Don't wait for the new year. Start right now.
A wonderful idea and inspiration, Rosie. We appreciate it. Do you ever work out while watching a Christmas movie? Can you do it both at the same time?
Of course, you can work out anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, why not, right? Just use the music and just follow along.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Now, if you missed any of this segment, don't worry. You can catch the entire segment again by heading to our website, kmph.com. All you need to do is click the Great Day tab. It's 9:45 right now. A bowling league for the blind is inspiring people to break barriers. Coming up here, their new mission to keep the league's legacy alive.
And we are live this morning at Les Schwab Tires in Clovis. It's the 9th annual Les Schwab Tires Fox 26 Toy Drive. Just ahead here on Great Day, we're going to be speaking with a partner from the Poverello House, and he's going to be giving us all the details on the toy drive.
Reading can open your mind to new ideas and never-ending worlds of fiction. Challenge yourself to explore the library for a great book.
The lawyers at BD&J are used to dealing with some pretty big numbers.
The emotional and financial stress from my skateboarding accident made it tough for my family. But BD&J got us a $29 million settlement.
Call BD&J at 1-800-820-1111 today.
Start your better life with a new implanted supported smile from Dr. Ryan Dunlop.
When I first saw my smile, I was amazed. Do they really look like this? I smile a lot more. And that's what's better for me.
Call today to book your consultation.
Hi, William Shatner here. It's the Medicare annual enrollment period, and this year it's simple. 1, before the deadline, call the number below. 2, check your zip code for a Medicare Advantage plan with prescriptions, dental care, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. 3, you'll find out what you're eligible for. AEP has a deadline. Call now.
I called to find a plan that covers more of my dental expenses.
I call every year to make sure my doctor is still in my plan.
I called to find a plan with lower copays.
I called to see if my zip code has a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I call every year to make sure my plan's copays didn't go up.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You should too. AEP has a deadline, so don't delay. Call now.
Call 1-800-683-2200. That's 1-800-683-2200 now.
I got hurt in a car accident, but I don't have time to deal with a lawyer.
We can evaluate your case in as little as 5 minutes.
They settled my case for $600,000.
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 559-9-million or visit lawbrothers.com.
Doctors take an oath to heal, but they can't cure all illnesses. When things change from cure to comfort, doctors refer families to Bristol Hospice. They give compassionate care during the final months of life and physical, emotional, and spiritual support for the entire family. Bristol Hospice provides specialized care at home or in a facility, and family is taught to help give the best quality of life. Doctors refer families to Bristol Hospice to give support when it matters most.
The lawyers at BD&J are used to dealing with some pretty big numbers.
I was just walking across the street when I was hit in the crosswalk, but BD&J got me a $28 million settlement.
Call BD&J at 1-800-820-1111 today.
You can make a difference in the life of a Valley child who is in need this holiday season. Fox 26 and Les Schwab Tires are teaming up for the 9th annual toy drive.
Alexis Govea is live at Les Schwab Tires in Clovis to break it all down. Good morning, Alexis.
The
That's right. Good morning. There's a variety of toys, and this one right here specifically, the FAO Schwartz Big Piano, caught my attention because growing up when I went to New York, I actually was able to go to the FAO Schwartz toy store, and it was pretty cool, Zach. Zach knows exactly what I'm talking about. The piano is huge, and you take off your shoes, right, and then you're able to, listen to that beat. The music is just playing, and that's what they're going to be able to do. Someone is going to be able to smile, right? Talk to us about the big event that's going to be happening. I am, again, joined by the CEO of the Poverello House, Zach. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, we will have our big event. I think it's almost our 30th year on Christmas Eve at Poverello House for families and children in need here in our community who can come to Poverello House to receive a toy this Christmas.
Yeah. And are there any specific, like as far as the categories, and because I know there's certain age groups, right? Is there anything in particular as far as that y'all are looking for?
We, of course, will take toys for all ages, but we're always short every year on toys for the older kids. So kind of 12 and up is usually where we have a struggle. So if you're out there and you want to be helping out this toy drive this year, maybe think about toys for some of those older kids.
Yeah, just over here we do have Josh, the manager, and he's holding up some of those toys that you're talking about. The makeup vanity and then the earbuds as well. Those are very important. So thank you so much for letting the community know about that. Is there anything else that we should let the community know about before that big event?
We also are taking monetary donations. They'll take them here in the Les Schwab stores, but also at Poverello House, of course, and those dollars will go directly to buying toys that will go to kids in need this year.
Thank you so much, Zach, for all of those details. I'll make my way over here with Josh. Alrighty, Josh, as I had mentioned, that's very important because sometimes, when we think of toys, we just think of just like maybe a doll or something. But is there anything else that you would like to add when it comes to that, the age groups?
Yeah, those younger kids are super easy to shop for. There's so many fun toys for the younger kids. But to be able to get something like a soccer ball or headphones or stuff for these older kids that are between that 12 and 18 years old, those are hard kids to shop for. I know they tend to have expensive taste too, but if you could find some of these cool toys for these older kids, that'd be really big help for the families and to help those kids also have a good, amazing Christmas this year.
And to wrap things up, again, it's at all Les Schwab Tires locations, right, where they can drop off the toys?
Yep, any Les Schwab that you want to go to, you can call in and make a cash donation or with a card. While you're coming in to have a service done, you're welcome to drop off a toy or a donation of some type.
Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. And then the end date, that's very important.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing the parade of toys for us on the 15th. The toys actually go to the kids on New Year's Eve. So if you can try and have them in by the 15th, that'd be a big help. If it is a little late, we'll make sure they get to a good home.
Thank you so much, Josh. Once again, the 15th, very important date. We're going to toss things back to you in the studio.
Got it down. Thank you.
The 10-day forecast is sponsored by Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino.
All right, we got a couple things to talk about in your 10-day forecast here. First today, hazy, 61. A little sunshine out there to go with that haze, though. Frosty tomorrow morning with a high of 54. Freeze watch in effect already for Wednesday with a high of 61. And then comes the rain. 80% chance on Thursday with a high of 55. And we stay in the 50s all the way through Sunday. And that rain is going to persist all weekend long, 40 to 50% chance across the area through Sunday there. So we could use that. Hopefully those numbers go up. And as far as next week, well, we're going to stay in the 50s all the way through next week. Overnight lows are going to be in the 30s and 40s. Stay up to date with all the latest weather information. Just download the Fox 26 Forecast app. It's in the App Store and on Google Play. You're watching A Great Day on the CW59 today. All local, all morning.
Paternity Court, next on the CW59.
People change.
We're not the same people we were in high school.
This is a time for coming together. We should throw a party.
I've dreamed about this moment for so long.
Okay. You got a bad feeling about Coach Garrett.
There isn't any other investigative piece that you could write about?
Our relationship is our business.
If we're right, this could decimate the entire football program.
All-American, tonight at 8 on CW59.
When I was brought...
Yeah,
They hope the new members will join and carry on this league's legacy. What
It'd
a
be
great
neat to be
idea.
able to have,
Next generations.
just not just there,
Yeah.
all around.
You're right. It should be all over the place.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it's a Monday.
Yes, after a holiday.
And yeah,
You're
but
still awake. The leftovers were so good.
oh, they were. All right. Well, now it's time for gearing up for holidays. And we'll think we're ready, right? I don't know if we're ready tomorrow. We'll see if Thanks a lot for joining us from all of us here at Fox 26 News and CW59. Have a great day.